everyone is. Oh.
Would you
join both of us?
I mean, I don't really mind. Yeah, I don't really mind with both of you being here.
Cool, let's shoot the chair. This is my new chair.
Nice. Yeah, this shit
right
looks...
in the corner.
Yeah. I'm just
Jesus.
leaning, and I just fell on the rubble, and it's
God,
yeah.
is this place safe?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's
Oh.
a projector-sized hole right there.
Oh,
Yep.
projector. Yes. Oh, actually, that's
Yep.
good, and that's perfect. Just slot it right in.
I didn't check, actually. Hold on. There's a chance. Nope, they failed me.
God damn it. They failed you. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon.
Big T, I reached out to him. I was like, listen, retired old man. You gotta be good for something.
Maybe I won't.
And he said, there was a spare one on the STSO roof. Go grab that. But it's gone. It's gone.
Fuck. I'll have to keep looking. We'll get one. Alright, well, I'm gonna get straight into it. I'm sorry. Thank you for 14 months with Prime. So, I mean, you obviously got a spoiler, I guess, in the Discordia. But the reason I kind of did it that way round was because I want to make sure you know that I'm not doing this in any kind of way to, like, guilt trip, bullshit you, like, to be, like, where I threaten to quit or anything like that, right? And that's kind of why I'm just doing it this way. I don't want to make a massive deal of it. It's not for the song and dance and all that kind of crap. I have just... It's been a long time. It's been a couple years. It's been a lot of promises that have fallen through multiple times. It's been busting my ass for a while. And, fuck, my headset stopped working! Sorry, 1 second. I can't hear. One second.
Oh,
Fuck, it didn't even beep at me! Ah! Goodness me. Okay, I can hear again. Okay, so yeah, it's like just being messed around for a while. Keep putting in all the work. I've put in so many hours at home as well doing these presentations that I put as much effort as I could into. And sorry, I was in my flow and I've lost it now. But it's basically the point where I've stepped back so many times and been pulled back in with with promises dangled over me.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, Candice.
that's okay. And it's kind of just at a point where it's been too many times. And another thing that is on top of all of that is it really feels like there's a lack of trust when it comes to me because, I'll explain it this way. Rose had been Motor for about 4 months. She got given it with no questions asked. And then I've been busting my balls trying to prove myself for a job that I've literally kind of been doing without the label, and I still can't manage to get it. It's just, it feels like a big lack of trust. And with all of that being said, I just think it's time for me to take an even harder step back where...
Fully cut it off.
Yeah, where I fully cut it off. And that's not to say, long time in the future, maybe I'll get back on it, but right now, it's just what's best for me.
Yeah.
You've been paying me
Feel free to correct me if I'm going for assumptions or whatnot, but it's kind of felt like the last try for a lot of people and a lot of these things. Like, there's a few people for lieutenant where this was kind of like that all or nothing, and we might see some people transfer, we might see some people step back.
Yeah.
And I think it was the same for motor as well.
Yeah, honestly, it was the straw that broke the camel's back, and from the sounds of it, it wasn't the only straw that broke a camel's back.
It's a shame. I mean, like I said, in a perfect world, I'm able to, and the rest of High Command, we're able to give everybody the opportunities that they deserve, but there's only so many positions, and there's so many people as well.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
Yeah,
I would love to see a motor where you've ran it for the last year. I think that Mac and Molten should have given it to you last summer when you were doing like the motor street racing thing. Like I remember Shift One Motor back then. That was you, right? Like you deserved that. I completely agree. I don't think Lovesick should have been given L1. I don't think I should have HVTU. I think that a lot of people were put into these positions in these sub departments just because it was kind of like, oh, that's someone we see around it a lot on it. And the system, I don't think it's ever going to be a perfect one. I think that argument can be made for me getting lieutenant post restructure, right? Like, it's one of those unfortunate realities when there's only so many positions and we can't give it to everybody. It's fucked.
Yeah.
And I completely understand you wanting to just like be completely disconnected from it, because if you just said, okay, I'm gonna step back from being a supervisor, and then you're just a normal motorbike operator, and then let's say 8 months from now, Mullah has a heart attack, and then suddenly you have to step up, and then you're running it again, and then what happens if this happens again and they just give Mo to someone else? What if there's a new Rose that comes out of nowhere? And I completely understand you not wanting to do it. So
yeah, that's
it's an unfortunate, it's a massive loss for Moda. It's a massive loss for Shift 1. And at the end of the day, before Moda, you got to think about yourself, right? So
yeah,
if it's better for you to get rid of it, then that's more than okay.
Yeah. Well, I have already spoken to Max. And
what was he thinking?
he said, you know, if you want to just be a normal motor unit and step back up to supervisor at some time, you can. But it just, yeah, he understood it too, though.
Yeah.
I think he'll do a good job. He will, but it's purely just on me and how I'm feeling, and just it's just where my mind's at now. And I'd rather take my efforts to a different place where I don't resent it, feel frustrated at it, and can have a fresh start and a fresh slate. Yeah. So
you're joining the HVTU? Oh, that's why you come to me after all this time.
I mean, maybe, who knows? Air 1's the one I want to go for right now, but
it is a lot of fun. Air 1, I really do recommend it because it's very laid back. You can kind of do not a lot with it, but there's also a lot to do with it. Like you have the subcert with the jets, and then being an Air 1 FTO can be very, very tedious, but it's also very rewarding. Taking someone that you put them in a helicopter and then
Yeah.
Whoa, you know nothing about that.
I saw the Bravos.
Okay, I didn't crash though. I just fell out.
She fell out. I tried to grab it.
You've done this
it was
before
going
with
so
Motor,
fast.
right? Like, you went from the old story, bad car driver into Motor, absolute god tier, and I think you could do it again. So
definitely.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, you've already gone through SRU, HSPU, so I don't know if you want to do it again. But it is different now. I talked to Fury and Suarez because their process is very, very different.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm happy if I can drive and be useful in the chase, and I'm happy with that. I think I kind of gave up on SRU a while ago because that was also a year or so of me trying. So
yeah, and Air is very much like being useful. A lot of time people like any Air 1 pilots, and sometimes there isn't, and then you get to come in and you fly in out of nowhere, you do a cool like spin, and it's like you're the savior because man, everybody struggles without it.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's because the helicopter is just so good.
It is. It's great. It's very powerful. Might I say?